The Illinois Accountability Commission meeting to discuss the issue of immigration enforcement in the state of Illinois and the public safety concerns that there are. It is Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop with you live each and every weekday morning here with the Center Square. Go to thecentersquare.com where you can find the latest headlines, including state representative calls out violent rhetoric after Pritzker commission rips federal officers. You can read that story from Jim Talamonte, and we'll go through this a little bit as the Illinois immigration issue takes the spotlight across the country. So the commission yesterday met, and they heard testimony from several people. They watched several videos and had people describe what's happening in those videos. And this was a commission created by Governor J.B. Pritzker through executive order back in October. They're going to have more hearings, apparently. They're going to have a report initially due to the legislature in January, and we'll see just what kinds of things they produce in that report. But if you look at their news release here that was released after the hearing yesterday, you can get a sense of kind of what they're after. And this coming from the Illinois Accountability Commission, saying that they took compelling testimony shedding light on human impact of the widespread use of chemical agents during Operation Midway Blitz. The Illinois Accountability Commission, housed in the Illinois Department of Human Rights, held a public meeting December 18th in Chicago. During the public meeting, the commission outlined its function and purpose, presented two video montages highlighting concerning actions by federal agents, and heard a first-hand witness account, as well as a presentation from a public health subject matter expert. The commission announced it will be opening a portal in January to accept information from members of the public. So let's just hear a little bit of what one witness talked about during the commission. And we'll also take a look at some of the video montage that the state government, Illinois state government, your tax dollars, put together. That includes sweeping music and certain production elements. But first, to the commission, here's what one witness talked about, especially when it comes to protesting immigration enforcement.
This understanding of the use of force begs the question, are officers using these weapons for protection of public safety of civilians? Are they using it for punishment, for collective punishment? Are they chilling our right to free speech and assembly? While this is happening across your city, you may ask, what should I do about it? On the larger stage, it's imperative that the model of this Illinois Accountability Commission scale up to other cities, and we encourage justice and reparations. And on the individual scale, I can speak as a doctor on protecting your own health and ensuring that you collect evidence if you're harmed. Before protests, I encourage you to plan ahead, wear protective clothing, travel with trusted friends, communicate with your leadership. During the event, the best ways to be safe are, of course, to respect the law and remain peaceful, and to have strong situational awareness. And if you see or experience incidents of force, document them on your phone.
So obviously some tips for protesters going to protest federal immigration enforcement. And sometimes these protesters, they get in the way of vehicles. I saw a video yesterday of somebody pulling out in the middle of an intersection, blocking the intersection for a moment as DHS vehicles were heading down the road. I've seen plenty of other video of verbal accostation of federal officials. I've seen other video of violent confrontations between protesters and police, and not just federal officials either. It's Illinois State Police that are having to control some of these protests that are pouring into the streets in some instances, and to protect public safety of these protesters getting in the road and blocking vehicles or impeding federal law enforcement operations. So you've got videos that were compiled by the Illinois Human Rights Commission and this Illinois Accountability Commission, and they released them on YouTube, not just airing them there during the commission hearing yesterday. Here's one of those.
With pepper bullets, the residue that comes up makes it incredibly difficult to breathe. Was coughing profusely, had to rinse my mouth.
Day after day, tension-filled videos like these, taking over feeds across the country.
If someone strays into a pepper ball, then that's on them.
is what these terrorists do to babies.
Mama, you okay, Mama? You okay?
All pedestrians will move outside the road now, or you will be arrested for impeding. Let's move them out.
Come here, guys, stay back, right? Come here. You're gonna need.
The judge called out U.S. Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino. The judge shared Bovino admitted during a deposition to lying about getting hit by a rock before he threw 2 canisters of tear gas into the crowd.
So you can hear kind of the music elements there, the clock ticking, tick, 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 and some other things that were seemingly injected into that by whoever produced the video. And this video is a official publication by the Illinois Department of Human Rights. So the tax dollars used to add elements to that. They had another video that they released as well that's about 3 minutes long, and it's more montage of news and such, showing different types of instances of similar types of activities. Again, more music in the background, putting Trump quotes in residence quotes and whatnot, and a lot of references to legal decisions that have been made, especially about the use of force. But again, those legal decisions still very much left in the courts, and in particular the use of force case. The plaintiffs who brought that case against DHS are moving to dismiss that case, as federal agents are moving to dismiss some cases against people that they have arrested. So interesting to see how this plays out. But, the purpose of this accountability commission was to take evidence, to take testimony about the impact of immigration enforcement on the state of Illinois. And here's, the commission investigator making a referral during the commission hearing yesterday. And let's pull that up. Get that queued and go.
We have heard testimony today from Matt DiMatteo and Dr. Rohini Har. Their testimony combined with the video evidence shows that a federal agent sprayed Mr. Barraza and his family with a chemical agent without provocation or just cause. That as a result of being exposed to a chemical agent, Mr. Barraza and his 1-year-old daughter continue to suffer mental and health consequences. Further, through the help of community members, we have identified a person of interest, a federal agent who appears to be responsible for this brazen attack. And I recommend to the Commission that the Commission refer this matter to the Department of Homeland Security's Office of Inspector General. Even if they will not act now, the information from this investigation should be memorialized for a future investigation with the expectation that justice will be done in this matter. Further, I recommend the Commission explore additional referrals based on the investigation team's findings.
And certainly, Mr. Bassett, the Commission will make that referral and explore other referrals if they're unwilling to act.
Thank you. And with that, Judge Holmes, thank you for allowing me to interrupt.
Thank you. No, that was a really good reason to stop, so thank you.
Again, this is from the commission hearing yesterday. It was about 3 hours long or so, and you can find the entire commission hearing at the Illinois Department of Human Rights. They also took public comments, but they were curated public comments.
We have selected 20 commentators through a combination of advanced sign-in and in-person registration today. To those of you who may be in the audience who have not been selected to speak today, please understand there will be additional opportunities at other hearings in the coming months, and so you can try and get into the lottery or sign up or go onto our website and be in communication so that you can attempt to be on the list. We can also accept written testimony from individuals. If you don't get an opportunity to speak publicly, you can always write your statement and turn it in. We will read those statements, and we may even call you and speak directly with you briefly.
So they're going to have more hearings where they're going to take public comments, and you can even submit public comment in writing. They say they will read and possibly even contact you. So something to keep watching here. But some of the public comments yesterday, none of them were in support of enforcing federal immigration law. All of them were critical of the federal government. They had City of Chicago officials there. They had activist leaders. They had some church leaders that were testifying, and others alleging that the Trump administration is white supremacist. Others saying that they need to abolish ICE, and a whole host of other similar type of rhetoric that we've heard all throughout this debate. But one resident and an activist shared some interesting thoughts for the commission to not just look at what the federal government is doing with immigration enforcement, but also to look at what Illinois State Police and Governor J.B. Pritzker are doing for public safety around protests that might get violent.
If this commission's purpose is to actually create a public record, examine the impact, and consider policy recommendations to prevent future harm, then I propose you add another component. Do the same for the state of Illinois. Commissioner Castillo, you said you want the truth to be told. The truth is, ISP assists ICE, Broadview Police assists ICE, CPD assists ICE. And the same lies you showed up there, the same propaganda against our citizens, our state does against the brave protesters at Broadview regarding ISP's involvement there. They are lies. Governor Pritzker, you are either standing with the oppressed or you are the oppressor. Governor Pritzker, you are complicit. Brendan Kelly is complicit. Brandon Johnson is complicit. Turn this accountability council inward and on what Pritzker is doing to contribute to this evil. Pritzker allows Broadview and other detention facilities to exist. Tell me the difference between Broadview and other concentration camps like CCOT. The recent TRO in Gonzalez versus Nome provides all the parallels that you need. Pritzker hides behind bureaucracy and statesmanship for his own political ambition, reaping the rewards of his pandering to groups desperate for support during these times. If this commission has any integrity, you will investigate your own house and your own hearts.
Interesting to hear that criticism of not just DHS and ICE, but also of the Pritzker administration with Illinois State Police assisting in public safety around the Broadview facility. Now, the Broadview facility, I don't think is a detention facility officially. I think it's just a processing facility because Illinois has made it so difficult for the federal government to use, for instance, county jail beds to house detainees while they're being, processed. So that can't happen in Illinois anymore. That's part of the migrant sanctuary state policies that the state's enacted. So, State Representative Nicole LaHaye, a Republican, she chatted with Jim Talamonte from the Center Square briefly and talked about how the rhetoric around all of this is really not helpful.
And I can't help but point out when Governor Pritzker does these things, it does the opposite. You know, when it comes to violence, when it comes to aggression, your leadership matters.
And she also went on to talk about how there's an interesting contrast between Governor J.B. Pritzker's rhetoric around President Donald Trump and other Democrats who may be even further left than Governor J.B. Pritzker, like the mayor-elect of New York, Mamdani. And she says that there was an interesting contrast between Trump and Pritzker and Trump and Mamdani.
Absolutely. You know, I was pleasantly surprised to see that. You know, there is nothing wrong with civility. Being civil does not mean that you're giving up your values or your beliefs.
What's going to happen with the Illinois Accountability Commission? We'll watch that at thecentersquare.com. Your tax dollars funding it and putting out those videos of different types of music, sweeping, clock ticking, and the clock ticking kind of adds a bit of anxiety to it, doesn't it? Just kind of observation. Somebody who is cognizant of media and how it can be edited and all of that. All right, it's Illinois in Focus Daily. I'm Greg Bishop. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and wake up with us here for more from the Center Square.